Hello and welcome back to Skip Sports Beat, the YouTube channel dedicated to sports and nothing but sports. I have stuff for all you avid sports fan out there and a little something for all you guys that are new. So why don't you make sure you subscribe to my channel and so you can keep up with everything and hit that notification button to stay up to date. We have reached the conference semifinals in the NBA playoffs, and these games are starting to get good. I'm going to start in the West again with the Denver Nuggets. They take game one over Oklahoma City Thunder, 121 to 119. Joker was out there doing Joker things. He had 42 points and 22 rebounds. Aaron Gordon had 22 points and 14 rebounds, and Jamal Murray had 21 points. And I'm pretty sure Russell Westbrook had something like 18 points off the bench too. That's a good recipe for success. I still feel the West runs through Denver. Even though Oklahoma City has been the best team all year, Denver, they still have they like I said, man, the West goes to them to me. I couldn't get the words out right then, but we'll see if Oklahoma City wakes up or they just just keep what I'm saying, getting ran through by Denver. So we'll see how that goes. I do think this series will go about 6 or 7 games. I don't really think that Oklahoma City is going to lay down. So we'll see. The Warriors beat the Timberwolves 99 to 88. Stephen Curry went out in the first half with a hamstring injury. Those can be so annoying because you just never know how long it's going to take for you to recover from them. Even when you come back, you can still get injured again right in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm wishing the best for him. Let's hope that just, the next game that the Warriors can get off to a fast start, because I don't see that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to start off the first half like they did. Anthony Edwards only had 1 point, I believe, in the first half, but he ended up with 23. And, it's just so hard because, Steph Curry looking like he was having a great game, getting ready to have a great game. And then, boom, this injury happens. So we're going to see how this is going to affect Golden State going forward, because I know the fans are probably going to be over a little bit on edge because of this. So let's see. Over in the East, I want to start off with my Celtics. We blew a 20-point lead the other night. That was so disappointing. I seen them do this before, but in the regular season, we can't be doing this in the playoffs. Brunson proved why he was one of the best closers in the game. We end up losing in overtime. And it was due basically to him. We couldn't stop him. He's very unstoppable. Excuse me. Him and Anobi had 29 points apiece, and Karl-Anthony Towns had a double-double. I'm really starting to like Anunoby, not when he's playing against my Celtics, of course, but this guy is a good player, man. Like, I just starting to like everything about his game. He'll be getting him a nice contract soon, I can tell you that. JT and JB both had 23 apiece for Boston, but it was not enough. And 45 3-pointers. God damn, man. That just was, I know you got to live and die by the three, but we definitely 100% died by the three in this game. I really don't see Coach Mazzulla changing up much what we're going to do the next game, because this is what we've been doing all season. We had 3 players hit over 253 points, in the regular season. So I just think we're going to get to see a lot more of them fall. Game 2 is tonight. We beat those guys 4 times in the regular season. It's hard to beat a team 5 times in a row. So, but I still expect us to bounce back, and then we'll go to New York and see if we can get a couple wins on their home floor. The Indiana Pacers are up 2-0 on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I guarantee no one saw this coming. The Indiana Pacers definitely was a good team leading up to the end of the regular season. So we can't sit up there and say we counted them out, because they did make it this far. Donovan Mitchell dropped 48 points, but it was not enough. Jared Allen had a double-double. All 5 of the Pacers starters and one of the cases off the bench had double digits. The end of the game too was just amazing. I mean, Halliburton at the line, they only had just seconds to go left in the game. He grabbed his own free throw, run back out, dribble a little bit, step back three, boom, game over with. I was like, man, this is NBA playoff basketball, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's all about. This is what you need to be watching every single game from here on out, because it's only going to get better. So, yes, just enjoy while you can, folks. In some Major League Baseball action from last night, my Atlanta Braves get the win over the Cincinnati Reds 2-1. Michael Harris hit a tying double in the ninth, and Ozuna single home the winning run. I'm so glad that these guys are actually starting to win some games. They're not quite where I want them to be. They're not at 500 yet, but we're creeping up there. Baseball is still a very long season. We got enough time to do what we got to do to at least kind of make a playoff team and hopefully go from there. So, like I said, we'll see. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. The Yankees beat the Padres 12-3. The Yankees had 10 runs in one inning, and Austin Wells had 5 RBIs during that spell. The San Diego Padres is a decent team. They just couldn't hit the ball. I think every baseball team goes through that. You know what I'm saying? Where it just seems like their batters just can't bat the ball, and they just sit out there and look crazy. And these are professionals. So, this is just, like what happened to San Diego. I think they had a bad game. And I don't see them having too many other bad games like this. So maybe next game up, they can, those guys and get out there and hit that ball and get them a W. The Guardians get the W over the Nationals 9-1. Carlos Santana hit a 3-run home run, and that kicked into things the gear for Cleveland. And they never could bounce back from it. This was game 2 of a doubleheader, so they kind of split the series 1-1. The Mets lose a heartbreaker to the Diamondbacks 5-1. Good pitching and hitting at the right time got the win for the Diamondbacks in this one. The Mets have been a good team for the majority of the season, so maybe this is a wake-up call. Sometimes good teams need, a loss by a team that's not so good to wake them up and then kick them back in the gear, and they do what they need to do to win these games. And last up, the Twins whooped the Orioles 9-1. Pablo Lopez struck out 11 batters, ladies and gentlemen. That is amazing. Correa hit a 3-1 home run that Baltimore couldn't recover from. The Orioles only had 3 singles, and that's just not going to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to definitely start scoring off of those singles, if anything, if you're going to win any games in the Major League Baseball. And one last thing for my hockey fans out there. Like I said, I'm not too much of a hockey fan, but I definitely would like to update you guys. The hockey is excuse me. And one more thing for my hockey fans. I'm not a big hockey fan, but I definitely like to keep you guys up to date, especially if you are taking the time to watch my channel. The National Hockey League is in the conference finals of their season. So what we have is, we have the Panthers versus the Maple Leafs, where Toronto is up 1 game. And game 2 is game 1 of the Stars versus the Jets. Just from a little bit I read up, I think I picked Maple Leafs, and the Stars are getting to the finals. Who knows? I might be wrong. But if they do make it to the finals, I definitely will be coming back and letting you guys know who I picked to win. I would like to thank you all for joining me for another episode of Skip Sports Speed. If you guys like today's episode, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with more of my videos. And one more thing before I go, May is Mental Awareness Month. If you guys don't know anything about it, take the time to read up on something about it. You just never know whose life you can change, Hey, it's worth it. Y'all have a good one.